We give Miss Moore a whole lot of time.
What to do with it, ain't y'all? This your girl Sandra Craziness, and I'm coming to you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So Miss Quad responded to Miss Mariah. Miss Mariah saying that, baby, you need a spinoff. We don't understand why you still on Married to Medicine. Remember?
You ain't even married to Madison, my love.
We're gonna have a real conversation because we're friends.
Why?
Go ahead,
I
talk to me.
do not understand how she's married to medicine in any way. I don't. It does not make sense to me. And I'm okay with saying that. I think when her and Dr. G got a divorce, I don't think she should have been kicked off the show. Don't get me wrong. I think they should have shown the way in which they transitioned, what they were doing in their separate lives, and showed her building a new life. Yeah, I mean, it still builds the show, and it still goes back to Married to Medicine. It's just one of the branches of Married to Medicine. To me, show her dating, show her and that. Now, if that doesn't work, then so be it. But if she's a star, then let her shine in another avenue. But it's a lot of doctors' wives that deserve to be shown.
And I'm still gonna be here, dog.
And that statement still holds true. She's still there, but we don't know. Maybe she, fought for her title while she was on this reunion. We don't know. But yeah, so she's been guest hosting on Fox Soul with Claudia and Al, okay? And I just find it ironic because fucking it. But we ain't even gonna get into that. So yeah, they brought it up of what Mariah had said when she did the interview with Carlos. And this is what Miss Quad had to say, girl.
I know her. I know her very well, and that was kind of a little underhanded compliment in a sense. You know what I mean? Slap you up real good. It'll get you off of this show, and then but I'm gonna say you need a spinoff. Here's the thing. I think I can do both. And we're talking about, she said she doesn't see how I'm connected to medicine in any way. I was once connected to medicine because I do have an ex-husband who is still in the medical arena and who is also a psychiatrist.
Quad, love bug, sweetie. He's not even your husband. Like you said, he's your ex-husband. So really the storyline would be with Sweet Tea since she's the current wife. I mean, I know they brought you in and had all this drama, like how will Quad act around her, since she's the ex-wife and she's the new wife, yada, yada, yada. But still it will be on Sweet Tea and him. But continue, girl, continue. I'm here for it.
Well, for myself, I come from the medical background. Before I even got into television, I sold capital equipment and trained doctors in the ER. My degree is in biology with a minor in chemistry. And not only that, I am the face of the NICU for a company called the Millennium Group. So we go out into the communities of those hospitals who are in impoverished areas where those kids are suffering the most in NICUs, and we raise awareness. Okay, we raise awareness in reference to the importance of prenatal care and many different topics. So we just want to go ahead and clear that up. If anyone who feels that I am not married to medicine, get into it a fall face first.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Quad. When I think of Married to Medicine, I think of you. I think the names are synonymous. I mean, I think about that first season. I think that's one of the first couple of seasons are the ones that I watched the most. And you, to me, are the backbone of Married to Medicine. So I guess I do understand where that comment came from, but don't worry about it. And you're right. You can do either one.
Think for people who are hanging on to the name of the show, then I can kind of say, okay, well, you have a question that you want to present. But I think that was also all washed away when Phaedra Parks came onto the show, and we never got a chance to see her man. We know that there was a man, but the man did not sign his release. And so he did not move forward being visible on the show. And to this point, we still haven't seen a man that's in medicine that's connected to Phaedra Parks. But I do think Phaedra is great television, and I know that I am as well.
It's just funny to me how Quad brought up Phaedra, like, excuse me, I've been here 10 years with these group of ladies. And you gonna tell me Now, I'm not married to medicine, but we gonna bring Phaedra on here, where she really just transferred from another franchise, Real Housewives of Atlanta, on over to here. Stop playing with me. Stop. That's the vibe I was getting. And then, she kind of insinuated, like, why you here. You know who brought you here. Like, girl, at the end of the day, they going to keep in hit stage left whoever they want to. Okay? But continue, girl.
Okay, so I'm going to be messy. I'll be the messy Marvin today. So, were you offended or not? I mean, give us the tea, the truth. Were you offended by the little backhand compliment, the undercut, and then were you offended by Carlos's response, the way he looked like, oh, really? What?
Well, Carlos' eyes started turning like, wait a minute, I saw Carlos like, baby, and get a show going. So I am definitely not taking offense to that. In regards to Mariah, I spoke on that earlier when I answered the question. I thought it was an underhanded compliment. But she did say some things. I've been getting little bits and clips of what's been said, I think in there. Episode of the interview. And a lot of things that she did say was the truth. I have to be honest. I'm not going to take anything away from it, but I'm not giving anybody anything either. But when she's telling the truth, I'm with her when she's right.
But I wonder what parts you deem was the truth that she was telling the truth on. That's what I really want to know.
Let's not act like, and this isn't shade to her, this is just in the premise. There's all kinds of shows that say married to something or something wives, and some of these people ain't been wives since I was a wife, and that was only for a few months. So I'm just saying, like, we kind of in the same boat. So I mean, I could probably be a basketball wife. I've been to a couple games. I'm sorry, Al.
You want to be messier than me, so okay, you can have the messy.
What are the requirements nowadays? I took medicine before. I could be on Married to Medicine too, right? I have medicine in my medicine cabinets. I've been to a couple basketball games. I could probably be on either one of them if we go by the standards now. It ain't really like it used to be. Housewives, I was one for 10 minutes. But I could be on any reality show out there.
Well, I mean, they really I think that was a way to kind of just shade me. I think there was one episode, one year that she was on the reunion. She said the year that I'm not even married to medicine anymore. And I think, that was just something that people can kind of hang their hats on if they felt a certain type of way about me. But, like I said, for the most part, a lot of the things I did agree with, the clips that I did see.
You liked them. Okay.
Like who?
No, you know what I'm saying? There was a positive thing. No, they're making me move on. They're going to cuss me out. They're going to divorce me if I don't move on to the next topic. But I'm glad.
She's getting ready to spill some good tea, too. She's getting ready to say, like,
we got the rest of the show. I'm going to revisit that, honey. We got
Cut it out.
Why did they have Quad on the show if she's not married to medicine?
My love. I don't know, because for me, and this was, again, it's not about Quad. And so I just feel like the show was created to show beautiful, diverse, minority educated families in medicine. And because, we don't have a lot of shows showing that. Not people that go with a doctor, honestly. I mean, I know they're doing it on other shows, but I'm saying why this one was created, because there was a need to show families. And, so I'm not saying they should have put her on an island and cast her off immediately when she divorced. I think they could have shown her dating life and been done with it, or so be it, and wish her on her way. But I think with anybody, I think the beauty of Atlanta is it is a medical mecca, especially for minorities. And there are a lot of great doctors and people in medicine that they could show. I don't understand it. Like, they just want to keep doing this cookie cutter stuff on these shows. And I mean, the viewers need more. We want more. So I think it's, she's moved on, obviously, to other things. And, the relationship has probably grown they've grown apart. She's grown in a different direction. He's remarried now. Let's see what Miss T or Sweet T has to offer. You know what I mean? Is she giving us honor Palmer? I mean, with T Boots, I want to see, you know. So let's just see where it takes us. So I think that we don't have to. I think we have so many people in medicine that we can kind of focus on that. I think that's what the focus should be. And the new generations, like, I'm interested to know, is Alora or any of the other kids going into medicine? I think it's a new generation. So I love to know that. I know Lauren and Ethan are pursuing medicine, and that's what it's about. So passing the torch. So maybe it's time for some of them to pass the torch.
And on that note, I will see you on the next one. Make sure you get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And peace.
If Quad was to reach out to you tomorrow, what would that conversation sound like?
You know, to be perfectly honest with you, it's not about Quad. I have a soft spot for women. I think that just as women, we should treat each other, you know, treat one another a certain way. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I mean, you know, I shade the girls and do the most, but I have integrity and I have a moral compass. And I feel like I'm cut from a different cloth as it relates to that. So I don't know what a conversation between Quad and I will look like, because for me, she still hasn't taken some accountability with things that happen in our relationship or friendship, and a lot of the lies that were told about me. However, I think Quad has been through a lot, just as I have. And I think you grow up, and, you know, so I'm not sure what that conversation would look like, but my heart goes out to her with the way she was treated.